The ANC Secretary General Makhanya has denied allegations that he tampered with the party's Northwest national and provincial candidate list after the state's security minister made these allegations. ANC alliance partners in the province threatened to collapse election work. So we'll come back to this story. I want to take you now to KwaZulu-Natal, where a man on the ground, SABC Simphiwe Makhanya, is following a case involving one of the KZN mayors who is expected to appear in court today. Simphiwe is coming to us live from the Emadadeni Magistrates Court. Simphiwe, thank you very much indeed for your time. Firstly, let's remind our viewers with regards to the circumstances surrounding the death of Wandile Ngo-beni back in, I think it was May 2016, wasn't it?
A very good morning to you, Plain. Certainly indeed. I'm struggling to hear you, Plain, as you can imagine, because of the noise that is coming from all over the Emadadeni Magistrates Court. Of course, awaiting the appearance of a high ANC ranking official who will be making his first appearance at this very court next to me. But Plain, let me not waste time and try and engage the secretary of the ANC in Emadadeni region, Mr. Chris Mhlophe, who is going to outline some of the issues that are facing the ANC in this region. Mr. Mhlophe, thank you very much for your time. As you can see today, the supporters of the mayor and the supporters of those who come from the ANC Youth Leaque, this actually indicates the deep divisions that the ANC is currently facing in this region. Why are you unable to resolve these divisions?
No, thank you very much. I think to amount it to divisions might not be correct. I think because of what happened in 2016, there is a feeling, or there are emotions invested that the cases of Comrade Wandile Ngo-beni and that of Comrade Simphiwe have not been resolved because no one has been apprehended for their untimely and unnatural death. I think what we are seeing is because people really want to see an end and a resolve to what happened when this comrade passed away. I don't think it amounts to ANC divisions per se, but I think they are unresolved cases of killings of two comrades in the main in the region, which is Comrade Wandile Ngo-beni, former Youth League regional deputy chair, and Comrade Simphiwe, who was our 2016 councillor candidate for Ward 6 in Newcastle. So if those cases are not resolved, you will always see something that will amount to divisions, but it's not necessarily divisions of the ANC. ANC as an organization is intact, but because these cases are not resolved, I think you will always see people wanting to see justice, of which all of us want to see justice. We did not grow in the ANC where people are being killed and suspects are one of our own. And we really want to see an end to these things so that we close this chapter and move on. And really, we are with the families and everyone who feels cheated in terms of justice, because we believe it's been more than 3 years now, close to 3 years, and we need to see an end to this. I think what we are seeing today is because we are all hungry for justice.
All right. Mr. Mhlophe, there is a call, though, coming from the ANC Youth League saying that those ANC leaders who have been implicated or who are alleged to have committed serious cases such as murder must be withdrawn from their deployments. Do you share the same sentiment?
Well, in this case, I'm not even sure what the charges are against our regional chairperson, who is also the mayor of Newcastle. I'm yet to hear the court pronounce on the charges.
So, sorry to disturb you there. In the event that he's charged with the murder of Wandile Ngo-beni, though, would you support those calls of him having to be withdrawn from his deployment?
Anyone who is found guilty of murdering or planning to murder another person or another comrade, it does not deserve the deployment of the ANC. But I think at the moment, we will hear what the court is pronouncing in terms of charges, and then relate with the higher structure, which is the province and the national, in terms of the way forward. Remember, the deployment of mayors, yes, it's in consultation with the region, but it rests with the province in terms of looking at every political dynamic and the capacity of an individual to hold that position and his or her political standing and community the respect and the moral ground that he commands at that particular area. Once we hear what the issues are in terms of charges, we'll then be able to relate with our higher structure in terms of the way forward. Because like I'm saying, okay, I want to repeat it, the deployment of mayors, yes, the region has suggestions and it's been consulted, but the province, which sits at the level of a deployment committee, decides on the fate of mayors in terms of their deployment in office, even in terms of their recall, if they don't resign voluntarily. In terms of recalling and everything, it rests with the deployment committee to see to it that this person now deserves to be recalled or deserves to be deployed.
Simphiwe, thank you very much for it.
All right, thank you very much.
That was the regional secretary of the ANC here at Emadadeni region, taking us through some of the issues that are facing this region, as we of course anticipate that court appearance of the high-ranking ANC official deployed here in this region. Let me again welcome Mr. Senzo Khumalo, who is the chairperson of the ANC Youth Leaque in this region. Mr. Khumalo, what you are seeing now indicates the fact that there are deep divisions in this region. Would you agree with that statement?
I wouldn't necessarily agree or disagree with it. I will just say it's different views. Not that there are deep divisions, there's different views of the members of the ANC in the region. Yeah.
But it would seem though, Mr. Khumalo, that the efforts of trying to unite the ANC in this region have not yielded any results, if you will, seeing the fact that this region comes from a very painful past where the offices of the ANC were once torched.
I will quote the outro from Santu, where he says, during the times of peace, you should prepare for war. During the times of war, you should prepare for peace. Unfortunately, when there was time for peace in this region, we could not, as young people, prepare for war. But apparently, it seems as if some did prepare for the war. But during this time of war, as young people, we definitely going to prepare for peace. That's what we are striving for. Peace is the ultimate goal for young people in this region.
There is a view from those who are supporting the accused who will be appearing here in court. They are accusing you of corruption. They are saying the ANC Youth Leaque is actually responsible for hiding corruption in this region. That is why the mayor finds himself in this position. What would your response be to that?
What kind of corruption are they accusing us of? We've never done any corruption. We've never been charged of corruption. We've never been found guilty of any corruption. And there's no corruption within the Youth Leaque. Yes, because they are the ones who are in leadership. They should have dispersed the information. Here's the corruption for the Youth League. We'll understand if they say somebody has been charged. What kind of corruption are they speaking about?
Mr. Khumalo, thank you very much for your time. Well, that's why we have to leave it for now. As you can see, the crowd is getting closer and closer to us. Let me hand over to you guys in Johannesburg.
All right, thank you very much indeed there, Simphiwe Makhanya, coming to us live from KwaZulu-Natal. We'll try to catch up with Simphiwe in a short while.